It is no longer about left versus right. It is about right versus wrong. This isn't political theater. It is moral collapse.
Oh man, did you guys see that? That activist in America, Charlie Kirk, he got shot. Did you see that? That guy loves gun violence and he got shot. Did you see that?
It's giving Harry Potter when Lord Voldemort was like in another body, another person's body. Do you remember that? Remember? It's giving that. Remember when his tongue was doing like the snake thing inside another person's body? Yeah, that. The loving and tolerant left strikes again. Destiny was recently streaming saying that conservatives need to fear going to events.
You need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature.
He also wouldn't condemn the violence against Charlie Kirk.
If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the President of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
So you won't condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk until Donald Trump says something.
And he also mocked Erica Kirk, saying that she was fake crying, which, like, even if she was, is none of your business how somebody is handling grief. It's also very possible that, you know, she was frozen. My mom was one of those people when my dad passed away. My mom did not show any emotion for quite some time until she broke down later on. Maybe Erica felt the need to fake cry so that people didn't think she was like some crazy sociopath. I'm just saying, see how this can be seen both ways? These clips went viral on X and even got Elon Musk involved, saying, I don't think this jack should be banned, but Amazon should stop paying him to incite murder. This is insane. Separately, incitement to murder and domestic terrorism is a felony crime. For that, he should go to prison. He can resume streaming when he has served his term. And Destiny responded saying, unreal, Elon Musk and other conservatives just got me banned from Twitch. My entire income is now gone. So much for the party of free speech. And apparently, some people were saying that he was banned from Twitch for like quite some time, or like on and off since like back in 2022. But either way, I don't know if I think he should be banned, because I think we should let people say stupid shit that we disagree with. But again, I think there's a fine line between incitement of violence and hate speech, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. I also do think it's a bit of a karmic episode happening in real time because of the amount of disgustingness that we have had to put up with from the far left over the last few years, with all the demonetizing, the canceling, the losing of sponsors. I was personally one of those people that got the worst of it back in like 2019 up until like 2022, just for leaving the left and calling out bad behavior on that side, by the way. And I also think hate speech is very opinion-based and can be a very, very, very slippery slope if we let that meld into law, which is why I think it's very important that we are super specific on what incitement of violence versus hate speech is. The simple fact that Destiny is unwilling to condemn Charlie Kirk's murder, though, it says a lot. We'll just say that, because these are the same types of people that say words are violence. This is what happens when words no longer have the same meaning as they once did. And changing what words mean can have legal repercussions. He said on Twitter, for the first time in my life, I'm genuinely afraid for my own health and safety. I've endured a lot online throughout my career, but never anything to this magnitude. After seeing the owner of this platform, several members of Congress and other prominent media figures attacking me online, I am worried I am now at risk for actually developing brain cancer after witnessing how stupid most of these people are. Pray for me. Listen, I don't think anyone should fear for their life because of their political opinions, right? In fact, I think the more free speech that we have, the more we're able to recognize stupid ideas and enlighten those people that have them, the more we're able to learn and grow from these situations, right? Whereas if somebody doesn't have free speech, we might not know how they ever truly feel, and we might not be able to help them learn more and grow because we just assume that they think the same way as we do. And yes, I actually do think people should be able to say some dumb shit like this.
Homie dead! F*** your homie dead! F*** your homie dead! He got shot in the head! F*** your homie dead! Yeah, f*** your homie dead!
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that. Evil. Evil.
I think people on both sides of the political aisle, or all sides of the political aisle, would feel very different about all of this when they realize that spiritually, this is basically trying to destroy a lesson. And when you try to do that, when you're here to learn a certain thing, and you try to destroy said thing, it only intensifies said thing the next time it comes around. Wishing for more people to die just because they don't agree with you will inherently bring more of those types of people and situations into your life. Shit like this does come back around. And I mean, it's already started to, right? We had Jimmy Kimmel getting fired recently, although I think, and I agree with the majority of the people that are saying that it's probably more than likely because his ratings were so low and people didn't find him funny anymore, and the executives were just like kind of looking for a reason to fire him, but they needed cause, you know? And I do think it's also incredibly important to note here that as much as these people who don't agree with other people are calling them fascists, the people that are calling them fascists are the actual authoritarianisms. Authoritarians. J.K. Rowling said, if you believe free speech is for you, but not your opponents, you are liberal. If no contrary evidence could change your beliefs, you're a fundamentalist. If you believe that the state should punish those with contrary views, you're a totalitarian. If you believe political opponents should be punished with violence or death, you're a terrorist or a fascist. This is when words have meanings. Leave it to one of the most brilliant writers of all time to remind us that these words have meanings and definitions are important. As I said before in the beginning of the video, I do think it's important to distinguish the difference between hate speech and incitement of violence, because number one, it's leading to even more division, and number two, people are not using these terms correctly, or rather they're seeing the issue with them and categorizing them as the same thing. Matt Walsh recently said on X, I cannot unite with the left because they want me dead. They will spit on my grave when I die and laugh in the faces of my wife and children. There can be no unity with such people. But I will unite with anyone on the right. I hereby discard any grudge or personal feud I may have had with anyone on my side. We have to stand together. And I think that's definitely one of the silver linings here. I think people are putting these stupid little arguments aside and realizing that there are much bigger problems that we're facing in the current political climate and just in the culture war in general, because people like this still exist.
There is a stark difference between making a threat and hoping, wishing, or praying that someone was no longer alive. And want me to tell you the difference? A threat, yeah, FBI might show up at your doorstep. A hope, a wish, a prayer, not so much. So, in the meantime, I'll be praying that all of you gain some brain cells. Thank you.
I think people are forgetting that just because it's not against the law doesn't mean that it's morally okay. And again, just remember that this energy that you're giving out, it'll come back at you harder.
He deserves to be because he said that if his daughter got raped, she would have to go through with the pregnancy. So I don't care that he got shot. If you said something deplorable like that, then yeah, someone would probably shoot you.
Again, these are the same people that say that words are violence, but are somehow okay with actual violence, like the actual definition of violence, right? Physical harm, physical destruction. These are the same people that are claiming to be anti-fascist, pro-diversity, yet they are championing the death of somebody they don't politically agree with, which, you know, is literally the definition of something like a fascist would do.
Yo, they got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believe the reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with Charlie Kirk.
I would say pour one out for Kirky boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitch.
I haven't posted on TikTok in a long time, but I'm gonna now because rest in peace, bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a dog in Utah, and I could not be happier. Praise be.
I do not, and I will not ever feel bad when bad people get what the they deserve.
The issue here is that as a society, we're constantly redefining what we think good and bad ideas or good and bad behavior is. And guess what? We're lucky enough to have a democratic system in place that allows us to vote on, as a society, which way we think we should head in. In my opinion, calling for the death or destruction of a person or a group of people based on politics is not hate speech. It's not free speech. It is incitement of violence. Just my opinion. And listen, I'm one of those people that's accused of hate speech, like literally in every one of my videos. Somehow. Someone on the left will figure a way to pin that on me. And it's usually because I say that a lot of these identities in the queer movement are made up. But to them and to you guys, I will ask, do I ever call for the death of those particular group of people just because I think they have stupid ideas? No, and I mean, plus I wouldn't have as many videos to make because, I mean, like, job security is a thing. But there is a huge difference, of course, between something like that, the videos that I post, and literally sending death threats to people and raising your kids to think like this.
I have the best news ever. Donald Trump died.
Second best news.
The vice president died.
Okay, third best news.
That Elon Musk died.
Okay, no.
The same that raise their children like this are the same ones that go out on the street and go crazy and protest and say, people don't kill people, guns kill people. No, bitch. The kids that you're raising kill people. I don't see 2 little girls. I see 2 school shooters because you're breeding hatred. You are no different than extreme jihadis that martyr their children.
I think the most amazing thing to come out of all of this so far, besides the overwhelming support of people coming together, not in riots, not in the destruction of property, but in prayer, in the overall uplifting of each other's spirits, was how Erica is handling her grief.
He wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. That young man. On the cross, our Savior said, Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do. That man, I forgive him.
The fact that she is able to forgive this, in my opinion, horrible person for such an atrocity on somebody that she loved so much shows her spiritual intelligence and consciousness level that exceeds the majority of people that I've known. Most importantly, what I want you to take away from this video is remembering that freedom of speech is not death threats. It is debate. And if the tolerant left is celebrating murder because of somebody's political opinions, they are the real fascists.